Monsties, did you hear that? That is the sound of the internet breaking into pieces. Imagine you are casually scrolling through TikTok late at night, looking for funny content or a new coffee recipe, but then, boom, a single video appears that is not even half a minute long, yet its impact is more powerful than a tropical storm. Who else could it be but the dancing queen of BABYMONSTER, Ruka? Honestly, I had to catch my breath several times when I first saw the video. Only 18 seconds, guys. 18 seconds. But in that short amount of time, Ruka managed to prove why she is the ultimate ace of the fifth generation. Twitter? Don't even ask. It was just fans screaming and losing their minds. Korean community forums? Everyone suddenly agreed that this is the new standard in the world of Kpop. What did Ruka actually do? Why is her body control being called nonsensical? And why did the whole world suddenly forget how to breathe just because of one short video? Do not blink, do not go anywhere, because today we're going to dissect exactly why this 18-second TikTok video of Ruka is not just ordinary content, but a new piece of history that has left everyone, including the haters, speechless. Let's discuss. Okay, let's start with the chronology. So, BABYMONSTER's official TikTok account suddenly uploaded a solo dance video of Ruka. Initially, fans thought, oh, it is probably just a regular dance challenge, but those expectations were instantly crushed. Ruka appeared in an effortless but incredibly cool outfit. She danced to a song with a heavy groove, and this is where the magic happened. Within minutes, remember, minutes, the keyword Ruka dance climbed straight up the trending topics on X, which we used to know as Twitter. Screenshots from that video spread like wildfire through dry grass. Everyone started resharing it with the same caption, "Ruka, what is this?" Look at how the fans on Twitter were writing. Some said Ruka didn't just dance, she ate the whole floor and left no crumbs. Others said that Ruka's body control is illegal because it is too perfect. Netizens from various parts of the world, from Korea, Japan, Southeast Asia, to the United States, were all united in one emotion: awe. This is not just about footwork or hand movements, guys. It's about the vibe. Ruka has an aura that fans call pure main dancer vibes. She does not look like she is working hard to dance. She looks like she was born to move to the rhythm. The body rolls, the isolations, the playful facial expressions, everything merged into one complete package that makes us all want to hit the replay button repeatedly until our phones get hot. Now, let's talk as fellow fans who also pay attention to technical details. Why is this 18-second video called extraordinary? First, let's discuss body control. Did you notice how every muscle in Ruka's body seems to have its own brain? When she does a wave movement, it looks so smooth yet powerful. It's not stiff, but not limp either. That's what you call balance, babes. Then there's the groove. Many idols can dance with perfect technique, but not all of them have a groove that is pleasant to watch. Ruka, she has it in her blood. She dances as if she is just playing around, very relaxed, very laid back, but every second is right on the beat. This is what makes us as viewers feel addicted. We feel the vibe down to our bones. Do not forget her playful gestures. In the middle of intense movements, Ruka still manages to give facial expressions that are a bit teasing, a bit nonchalant, but very charismatic. That's the sign of a top-tier performer. She knows where the camera is, she knows when to give a slight smile, and she knows when to give a sharp gaze that makes us all melt. Some professional choreographers on YouTube are even starting to give their reactions. They say Ruka's center of gravity is very stable. Whether she's spinning, ducking, or performing difficult hip movements, she still looks solid. It's no wonder she was the longest-serving trainee at YG Entertainment. Those years of training truly paid off in this 18-second video. Ruka is not just a visual, she is a dance machine hungry for the stage. What's funny, guys, is that because this video was so explosive, various hilarious memes emerged from the fans. Some made comparison videos of themselves, dancing, looking like a worm in heat, compared to Ruka, who looks very aesthetic. Others said, "Ruka, please stop. My wallet is ready to buy all your merch. Don't make me fall in love even more." Many large accounts on Twitter that usually only discuss general news suddenly joined in posting about Ruka. International media outlets are even starting to notice this phenomenon. They wonder, how can a short video without major production, without fancy stage lighting, just in a regular practice room, cause such a stir worldwide? This proves one thing: quality never lies. In an era where a lot of content is fabricated with excessive filters, Ruka appears with the honesty of her talent. She is just wearing practice clothes. Her hair might be a bit messy from sweat, but her charisma shines brighter than a stadium light. Fans say this is a legendary fan cam moment, but in TikTok version. Do you realize Ruka's influence is huge for her group BABYMONSTER? With this video going viral, more people are becoming curious about this YG-formed group. People are starting to realize that BABYMONSTER is not just full of monsters in terms of vocals, but also monsters in terms of stage performance. Ruka has just raised the bar for all other fifth-generation idols. Talk about impact. Honestly, seeing Ruka's success now, we can't help but feel emotional. Do you remember her struggle at the last evaluation? How she felt pressured as the oldest member, how she had to make sure all her younger sisters performed well while maintaining her own performance. Ruka has traveled a long and difficult road. Seeing her now being able to express herself freely, dancing with full confidence, and receiving such great love from all over the world, it feels like seeing an older sister finally reaching her dream. We all know Ruka is a hard worker. She is not the type of person who talks much, but she speaks through her movements. And today, her movements have spoken so loudly that they have been heard in every corner of the world. The question now is, what is the next step? If she can make worldwide trending topics with just 18 seconds, imagine what would happen if she had a special solo stage or even a solo debut in the future. I personally can't wait. Will YG give Ruka the chance to create her own choreography for the next BABYMONSTER song? Who knows? But one thing is for sure, Ruka's future is very, very bright. Well, that's our discussion about Ruka's TikTok video that caused a stir in the K-pop world. It's crazy. The power of those 18 seconds is real. Now I want to hear your opinion. How many times have you watched that Ruka video? Honestly, don't lie. I've probably watched it more than 50 times myself. In your opinion, which part of Ruka's dance fascinated you most? Was it her body control, her facial expressions, or perhaps her super cool outfit? And for those of you who are BABYMONSTER stans, what are your hopes for Ruka in the future? Write your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's have a casual chat there. Don't forget to hit the like button if you are very proud of Ruka today. Share this video with your friends who might not have been exposed to Ruka's charm yet, and most importantly, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Why? So you don't miss the most up-to-date, hottest, and most dramatic news from the world of K-pop, only here.
But the frenzy doesn't stop at just one viral clip. It opens up a much deeper conversation about the shifting landscape of K-pop performance standards in 2026. While many groups have leaned heavily into synchronized, high-energy formations, Ruka's viral moment signals a massive return to individual artistry and the raw, unfiltered YG style that fans have craved for years. This 18-second masterclass isn't just a win for Ruka, it's a wake-up call for the entire industry. To understand why this specific video resonated so deeply, we have to look at the current perfection fatigue within the K-pop community. For the past few years, idols have been pushed toward a robotic level of precision, where every angle is measured to the degree. Ruka, however, breaks that mold by reintroducing the concept of soul into the choreography. When she moves, there is a visible elasticity in her joints, a technique known in professional dance circles as dynamic tension. This allows her to transition from a sharp, locked movement to a fluid wave in a fraction of a second without losing the rhythm's core. This level of physical literacy is rare among fifth-generation idols, who are often trained for the camera rather than the craft. Furthermore, we need to talk about the cultural impact of Ruka's Japanese heritage in the context of her K-pop journey. As one of the prominent Japanese members in a top-tier YG group, she carries the legacy of idols like Momo of Twice or Lisa of Blackpink, who paved the way for international dancers to dominate the scene. However, Ruka brings a distinct street flavor that feels more grounded in hip-hop roots than pure pop. This authenticity is what triggered the Twitter madness. Fans didn't just see an idol performing a task, they saw an artist interpreting a genre she clearly respects and understands. This viral moment also serves as a strategic pivot point for BABYMONSTER's brand identity. Since their debut, there has been a constant comparison between them and their legendary seniors. By letting Ruka own the internet with a simple, unproduced TikTok, YG Entertainment is subtly telling the world that this group doesn't need flashy sets or expensive CGI to command attention. The talent alone is the spectacle. This is a brilliant marketing move in an era where authentic and behind-the-scenes content often performs better than million-dollar music videos. It creates a sense of intimacy, as if Ruka is inviting us into her personal practice space, making the fan-idol connection feel more genuine and less manufactured. Looking at the data behind the trending topics, the engagement wasn't just limited to the core fandom. It reached local Twitter, meaning people who don't even follow K-pop were stopping to ask who she was. This crossover appeal is the holy grail of K-pop marketing. When a dancer's skill is so undeniable that it transcends the boundaries of the subculture, you are looking at a future global icon. This 18-second clip acts as a resume for high-fashion brand deals, solo dance collaborations with world-renowned choreographers, and perhaps a seat as a judge on future dance survival shows. But what does this mean for the internal dynamics of BABYMONSTER? In a group where every member is a powerhouse, Ruka's sudden surge in individual virality could have been a point of tension in a lesser group. Instead, it seems to have galvanized the Monsties community. It highlights the group's ace structure, where at any given moment, a different member can step into the spotlight and hold it with absolute authority. This versatility is what will give the group longevity. Today, it's Ruka's dance. Tomorrow, it could be Ahyeon's high note or Rami's soul-stirring vocals. We must also address the groove factor once more, as it is the most cited reason for the video's success in online forums like Reddit and Pan. In technical terms, Ruka utilizes micro-timing, a skill where a dancer deliberately moves slightly behind or ahead of the beat to create a specific emotional texture. It's a technique most common in jazz and old-school hip-hop. By applying this to a modern TikTok sound, she creates a visual dissonance that is incredibly satisfying to watch. It's why you can't watch it just once. Your brain is trying to map out how she makes such complex rhythm look so effortless. As we look toward the future, the industry will likely see a Ruka effect. We can expect other agencies to start releasing more raw dance content, trying to capture that same lightning in a bottle. However, the secret sauce isn't the camera or the lighting, it's the decade of training and the innate musicality that Ruka possesses. You can't manufacture the way she smiles at the camera mid-spin. That is pure, unadulterated confidence. This viral event has also reignited the debate about the importance of main dancer titles in modern K-pop. For a while, the industry moved toward all-rounder positions, but Ruka's performance makes a strong case for the return of the specialist. There is something profoundly impactful about seeing someone who has mastered one specific craft to such an elite level. It provides a focal point for the group's performance and sets a high bar for the rest of the industry to follow. In conclusion, Ruka has done more than just trend on Twitter. She has reminded us why we fell in love with K-pop in the first place. It wasn't just about the catchy songs or the bright colors. It was about witnessing human potential pushed to its limits. It was about seeing someone turn 18 seconds of silence and sound into a masterpiece of movement. Ruka is no longer just a member of a promising new group. She is a definitive force in the global dance scene, and this is only the beginning of her reign. The Ruka dance phenomenon will be studied by social media managers and dance instructors alike for months to come. It is a perfect case study in how talent, timing, and a touch of cool can create a global storm.
As BABYMONSTER continues their trajectory toward the top of the music world, Ruka's 18-second solo will be remembered as the moment the world stopped doubting and started believing in the next generation of K-pop royalty. Before you go, we want to hear from the experts. Do you think Ruka has officially claimed the title of the best dancer in the 5th generation, or is there someone else we should be keeping an eye on? Does this video make you more excited for BABYMONSTER's next comeback? Don't just sit there in awe, join the conversation in the comments below. If you found this deep dive insightful, make sure to hit that like button and share this with your fellow K-pop fans. For more exclusive analysis on your favorite idols and the trends that are shaping the industry, subscribe to our channel and turn on all notifications. Stay ahead of the curve, and we will see you in the next one.